Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, July 15th. I'm Kaylee Nixon. This is your FreightWaves Morning Minute. The U.S. Postal Service is upping its rates for stamps and for parcel service, and doing so on an expedited timeline. The price for packages, letters, and bulk mail saw a sudden uptick on Sunday, but USPS says that the changes were communicated earlier this year and received approval from the Postal Regulatory Commission. Domestic shipping increased 6.3% for Priority Mail, 7.1% for USPS Ground Advantage, and 7.6% for Parcel Select. The minimum charge for small packages now sits over $4, and a first-class mail stamp will run you 78 cents. The Trump administration is updating its national freight strategy to address new policy priorities of technology and regulation. The administration is planning for a projected 50% increase in tonnage by 2050. USDOT is looking for input from carriers, shippers, and government agencies on a national freight strategic plan. The DOT published an information request yesterday with a call for industry stakeholders to submit their thoughts on diversifying global supply chains, rising energy production costs, changing urban-rural dynamics, and increasing e-commerce. And June's Cass Freight Index showed continued pressure on volumes during the month, but expenditures still grew on a year-over-year basis. Freight shipments were down 2.4% year-over-year and down 0.2% from May. June marked 29 straight months of decline for the data set, even though June's decline was the smallest in 7 months. The outlook for July calls for an additional 5% decrease this month, but noted a recent rise in imports could produce better than normal seasonal trends for July. Coming up today on FreightWaves TV, make sure that you stay tuned in for a check call with Mary O'Connell, and we've got Loaded and Rolling on deck with Thomas Wasson. We opened our nominations for the FreightTech 100 yesterday, so make sure you head on over to freightwaves.com/awards. Get your nominations in for that. They'll close later on in the summer, and then, of course, we'll announce our FreightTech 25 this fall at the Future of Freight Festival. Speaking of events, next week we have our Enterprise Fleet Summit. That's on deck. It's a free virtual event for you, live.freightwaves.com to get those tickets. And then, of course, the Supply Chain and AI Summit is headed your way in just about 2 weeks. We'll be in Washington, D.C. for that one. You don't want to miss it. That's it for your FreightWaves Morning Minute. Have a great Tuesday, and we'll be back tomorrow with more.